Hello everyone, we are back with the Rams franchise. The offense has really struggled as of late. We have just 2 touchdowns on offense in our last 2 games. Quarterback Josh Rosen, he has not played well, going 36 of 64 for 391 yards. He has no touchdowns and has been sacked 6 times. Now, I'm not only blaming Josh Rosen for the struggles on offense. I think the offensive line could be playing a lot better. The receiving core could be doing a better job of getting open more consistently, and we could also be running the ball more to help out Josh Rosen, and that's exactly what we're going to try and do. Cam Akers had a long touchdown run last week and looked alright overall against the Cardinals, and then the week before that, it was Zach Evans who had some nice runs, including a touchdown against the Seahawks, so we'll try and lean a bit more on the ground game moving forward. The defense has been very blitz happy as of late, which has resulted in some good games, but also some bad games like our game last week against the Cardinals. Now, overall, I would say the blitzing has worked out. I mean, we are currently tied for 4th in the NFL as a team in sacks, and when we do blitz, it results in a ton of one-on-ones for players like Kobe Turner, who has taken advantage of that. He has 4 sacks over our last 6 games, so we'll continue to blitz and hope that it continues to work out for the most part. We have a big game today against the Cleveland Browns, who are currently sitting at 5-6, a game under 500 and a game back of a wildcard spot. Much like them, we are also a game under 500 and a game back of a wildcard spot. So both teams are trying to get back to 500, and I would call this a turning point in the season for both teams. The Cleveland offense, it is not the best at throwing the ball. They do rank 27th in pass offense, but they do rank 12th in points per game and 5th in rush offense. Obviously, they got Nick Chubb, who averages over 5 yards per carry in his entire career, and we got to do whatever we can to try and stop him. The Cleveland defense, it ranks 23rd in points per game allowed, 30th against the pass, and 11th against the run. They are not the best statistically, but they do have good players on this defense like Denzel Ward and Myles Garrett, who we are going to have to try and have chipped on every play or maybe even double team him on every play. But let's go ahead and get into this game. The Rams will open up on offense. It'll be a handoff to Cam Akers left side, and he'll fall down at the 31. You see last week he only had 9 carries. I would expect him to maybe even double that this week. They go back to Akers on the left side, and he'll fall ahead for a first down this time. Rosen fakes it to Akers. He's running out of time. He'll throw it right side. It is off the hands of Cooper Kupp, who had some traffic around him. It'll be incomplete. Akers on 2nd and 10 goes up the middle and is up to the 38. 3rd and 8. Rosen has time, but nobody's open. Now he's under pressure and he'll go down. He'll be sacked by who else but Myles Garrett, and the Rams would end up punting it away. Cleveland takes over at their 25. It'll be a throw over the middle, caught by Elijah Moore. He was wide open. He'll pick up 17 yards and a first down. They hands it off to Nick Chubb left side. He's got some space. Stiff arms Jason Taylor II, and is down at the LA 43. So Cleveland with a couple of big plays to begin their day on offense. Here is Nick Chubb up the middle. He'll pick up 7 yards. He only had 75 yards on 17 carries last week, but with the start he's off to, I would expect him to have a lot more than that. It'll be a catch on the left side by Harrison Bryant, and he's up to the 29 with a first down. Watson has too much time back there, and he's going to find David Njoku open on the left side. He'll spin it out of bounds up at the 10 and pretty much make it goal to go. 1st and 10. Nick Chubb, right side, is going to cut it back inside a bit, and there was Jordan Fuller making the tackle. 2nd down. Watson fires left side to Peoples-Jones, who is up to the 2 and down there. 3rd and 2. Watson hands it off to Nick Chubb, who throws off Nick Hampton on his way into the end zone for a touchdown, and the Browns are going to strike first and take a 7-0 lead. The Rams, with their second chance on offense, are going to give it to Cam Akers left side, and he's up to the 32 with a gain of 7. 2nd and short. Rosen pump faking, and he's going down again. Sacked by Jones and Myles Garrett. 3rd and 9. Only a 4-man rush. Rosen fires right side. It is off the hands of Cooper Kupp, who drops it again. And the Rams are going to go 3 and out. Not the best start to the day for the Rams offense. Their defense isn't looking too good either, as they give up a big completion to Amari Cooper, who is up to the 46. A swing pass right side to Nick Chubb. He'll spin off a defender, but the Rams are going to rally and stop him for a short gain. 2nd and 7. Watson, quick left side. It's Amari Cooper who hangs on. And he's up to the Rams 43 as Watson has started his day 7 of 7. A fake to Chubb. Watson hits Amari Cooper again. He'll juke around and he's up to the LA 24 with a first down. Time winding down in the first quarter. Nick Chubb stiff arms a defender. There is Josh Metellus though, stopping him in the backfield. 3rd and 11. Now in the second quarter, Watson is under pressure and he'll go down. He'll be sacked by Josh Metellus, bringing up 4th and long. And the Browns are going to settle for a field goal. They'll make the kick and make this a 2-score game here in the first half. The Rams back on offense as they look to try and get something going on this side of the ball. A completion for Josh Rosen, his first of the game. It's to Van Jefferson. 3rd and short. Akers cuts it back left side. And they're going to give him the first down just barely from the 35. Rosen checking it down to Evans, who makes the catch and is slammed down at the 40 with a gain of 5. 2nd down. It'll be a fake to Evans. Rosen, boot to his right. He's going to throw back left side, deep down the field. He's going to man all alone in Cooper Kupp. How do you leave him open of all people? He'll make the catch and score an easy touchdown and make this 10-7. So a huge play there for the Rams offense. Now we'll see if the defense can do something. A gain of 4 on a swing pass to Nick Chubb that actually counted as a run. Now a throw left side is caught by Njoku, who's tackled down by Metellus with a first down. The blitz on the way, and it's going to get home. There is Josh Metellus with his 2nd sack of the first half. It'll be a loss of 7. 3rd and 17. Watson is going to connect with Elijah Moore for a first down and then some as he burns Antoine Brooks and takes it all the way to the LA 37. Watson checking it down to Peoples-Jones, who spins over the defender and stays on his feet. And that's a gain of 9, a good effort by him. 3 tight ends on the field. Watson is going to throw it to one of them. It'll be caught by Jordan Akins. And he's up to the 17, putting the Browns into the red zone. Nick Chubb is getting a sweep right side. And there is Josh Metellus making another nice play as he tackles him down in the backfield. Watson under quick pressure, and he'll go down as Michael Hoyt brings him down for a huge loss. 3rd and 19. Watson is going to move to his left, and he thought about scrambling, but he'll just throw this one away, and that'll bring up 4th down. So the Browns are going to kick another field goal here in the first half, and they'll make it and extend their lead. 13-7, the Rams trailing. Rosen, after hitting that big pass, is going to check this one down to Michael Carter. And there was a flag on the play. Let's see what it's for. They're going to call roughing the passer against Zadarius Smith. So it'll be an automatic first down for the Rams up at the 43. A screen right side on 1st and 10 to Cooper Kupp, who is going to be tackled ahead up to the 47 of Cleveland. Cam Akers getting the carry right side. He'll break a tackle and push ahead. Pick it up 6 yards. 2nd and 4. Rosen. He's going to check it down to the rookie receiver, Puka Nacua, and they'll say he got enough yardage for a new set of downs. Give right side to Cam Akers. He is near another first down, and they're going to give it to him up at the 27. Now at the 2-minute warning, it'll be a screen, and it's caught by Akers. He's got a lead blocker in Antonio Mafi, and he'll use that block and get a first down at the 13. The Rams now in the red zone. Rosen running at a time. He'll check it down to Davis Allen, who will make the catch and pick up a couple. 2nd and 7. Just a minute and a half to go in the first half. It's a check down to Van Jefferson, who picks up 3 yards on the catch. 3rd and 4. They'll give it to Akers left side. He's got a way in and runs over a defender on his way into the end zone. And the Rams are going to take the lead just like that. 14-13. You're waiting the first half after a couple of good drives by the Rams offense. A catch on the right side by Peoples-Jones. He's out of bounds at the 32. 2nd and short. David Njoku with a catch, and he's down inbounds, and the Browns are going to have to use their first timeout. Now the Browns with only 1 timeout remaining. A check down to Nick Chubb, and Jason Taylor II brings him down right away, and the Browns are going to use their last timeout. Under 30 seconds to go in the first half. It's going to be a check down that is broken up by Tre'Vius Hodges-Tomlinson. The Browns would end up punting it away on 4th down. So we'll head into halftime with the Rams on top of the Browns, 14-13. We'll find out who's going to win this one in the second half. The Cardinals, who beat us last week, ended up losing their next game to the Steelers 34-21, and that will drop the Cardinals to 5-8 this year. The Seahawks had to go up against the best team in the NFL record-wise in the Cowboys, and they got destroyed 28-7. An NFC Championship game rematch between the 49ers and Eagles currently has the 49ers on top 14-7. Back to our game, it was a great first half for both quarterbacks in terms of completion percentage. Both quarterbacks were efficient, but Rosen did find the end zone, Watson did not. Cam Akers, he outran Nick Chubb in the first half. We'll see if he can keep that up into the second half. Josh Metellus was a star for us on defense, but Myles Garrett, he had an even better first half for the Browns. Now into our second half, the Browns with possession. It'll be a quick pass right side to Moore for a gain of 5. Watson right back to the air. He'll go quick left side and throw it right to who else but Josh Metellus. So now he's got 2 sacks, 4 tackles for loss, and an interception, and we have just started the third quarter. He's going to give the Rams a chance to extend their lead in the third quarter. Rosen handing it off to Akers up the middle, and he's tripped up, but has a gain of 6 yards on the play. 3rd and 4. They go back to Akers, who bounces it outside and is fighting ahead. He is down near the first, and they're not going to quite give it to him. The Rams are going to go for it on 4th and inches. It'll be Akers, who has a huge hole opened up for him, and he's up to the 13, putting the Rams into the red zone and keeping the drive going. It's a stretch right side for Akers, who's got some great blocking, and he'll take it all the way up to the 3, making it goal to go. 1st and goal, Rosen fakes it to Akers. He's under quick pressure. He'll flip it out to DeGuara, wide open in the right flat, and DeGuara's going to find his way into the end zone for a touchdown and extend the Rams' lead here early in the second half. So the Rams are able to take advantage of that mistake by Watson and the nice play by Metellus and extend their lead. Now 3rd down for the Browns. Here is Watson going down. He'll be sacked by Byron Young, and the Browns are going to go rain out on this drive. LA taking over at their own 36. It'll be a screen right side to Tutu Atwell, who gets sprung loose by Cooper Kupp, throwing a great block on a screen. And Tutu Atwell's to the Cleveland 42. Zach Evans left side. He is spun down as Brian Allen is injured on the play, but it looks like he should be able to return to this one. 3rd and 4. A fake to Evans. Rosen has a man wide open over the middle. That is Puka Nacua. He'll make the catch and take it up to the 15, putting the Rams right back into the red zone. So a chance for the Rams to make this a 2-score game. Evans is going down right away. He hasn't had much success on the ground, just 5 carries for 8 yards. He'll get a toss left side on 2nd and 9, and he'll pick up another yard. 3rd and 8. Rosen surveying. He's going to step up and take off with nobody open and fight towards the 1st down, and they're going to say he did not quite get enough yardage for it. The Rams again are going to go for it on 4th and 1. Here is Zach Evans up the middle. He'll fall down, but he's got the 1st down to keep the drive going. 1st and goal from the 2. Rosen under pressure. He'll flip it left side. It is intercepted by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, and the Browns are going to take over at their own 2. This interception is mostly on Zach Evans. He was supposed to stay out wide as the check down option for Rosen. Instead of doing that, he ran his route upfield into traffic and got the ball picked off. The Browns now with a chance to maybe tie this game up, but they have a long way to go. 3rd and 8 from the 4. Nick Chubb is going to hurdle a down defender and go down right away, and the Browns are going to go 3 and out and waste that turnover. The Rams take over in Cleveland territory. Here is Akers going down right away. 3rd and 9. Rosen facing a blitz. He doesn't see it off the blind side, and he'll go down. And the Rams are going to waste that great starting field position and punt it away. Cleveland taking over at their 20. And here's Amari Cooper making a catch. And just like that, they're up to their 40. Now in the 4th quarter, Watson is going to move to his left under pressure, and he'll go down. This time sacked by Nick Hampton for a loss of 6. 2nd and 16, a blitz on the way. Watson is going to avoid O'Shawn Mathias and scramble across midfield, where he's going to be downed by Cameron Dancer at the Rams 42. 1st and 10 from the 27. Nick Chubb is met by Jason Taylor and brought down by him and Malik Harrison. 2nd and 10. Watson quick right side. It is caught by Elijah Moore, who spins ahead and picks up 7 yards. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and short. Watson He's going to hit Jordan Akins right side, and he'll turn upfield and make it up to the 9, making it goal to go. Under 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. It's a pass underneath to Amari Cooper, who is up to the 3. Second and goal. Chubbed the back, but Watson's going to throw it. He'll go right side as intercepted by Travius Hodges-Tomlinson, one-handed. And he's going to keep the Browns out of the end zone and keep this a 1-score lead for the Rams, who again have a chance to go up 2 scores. It'll be Cam Akers up the middle. He'll bounce off a couple of Browns defenders and pick up 7 yards. Second and 3. A fake to Akers. Rosen is hit as he let it go. It is up in the air and caught by Akers, who goes out of bounds at the 32. So Cam Akers with a couple of nice plays. They'll go to him left side on the ground, and he'll pick up just 3 yards on the carry. Third down. Rosen facing only a 4-man rush, but it's going to get to him in time, and the pass will be incomplete, and the Rams would end up punting it away. Cleveland with another chance to tie this game up. Watson moving to his right, and he'll go down, this time brought down by Redmond for a loss of 3. Third and 6. Watson is moving to his right and going down again. This time sacked by Byron Young. The Rams defense flying around, making big plays. A little over 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. A chance for the Rams to run this one out as a player there. It's Tutu Atwell getting hit by Martin Emerson, who had a sack earlier in the game, but he hit Tutu Atwell too early, and that's going to be pass interference. First and 10 from the 38. A pass over the middle is caught by Cooper Kupp, and he's down at the 43 of Cleveland, and that'll take us down to the 2-minute warning. Cam Akers left side. He'll stiff arm a defender and pick up 8 yards as Brian Allen is injured on the play. That'll force the Rams to use a timeout. Third and inches. A toss right side to Cam Akers. He is going to get outside the defense and get a first down, but he does get injured on the play, and he's not going to return to this one, and neither is Brian Allen. So the Rams offense down a couple of starters. It'll be Michael Carter left side down right away, and the Browns are going to use a timeout. Third and 10. The Rams are just going to run it again with Michael Carter. He'll pick up a couple, and that'll bring up fourth down. Just a minute to go in the fourth quarter as Tanner Brown kicks this field goal, and he'll put it right down the middle and make this a 2-score game. Browns running out of time to try and make a comeback, but we'll see what they can do. A pass left side is off the hands of Bell and incomplete. Third and 10. Watson goes deep right side. It is out of reach for Elijah Moore and incomplete, bringing up fourth down. Browns obviously have to go for it here. Ball game on the line. Watson is going to lob deep left side. It is caught by Amari Cooper, but they're going to say he was out of bounds. It is going to go to review, and after review, he was inbounds with possession, so the Browns get to keep possession and keep this game alive. From the LA 41, Watson under pressure, and he'll avoid a defender, but not the second. He'll be sacked by Golston for a loss of 11. The Browns have to hurry up to the line. Now down to 15 seconds to go. Watson fires deep right side. Is caught by Elijah Moore. He's not going to go to bounds, though. He'll be brought down inbounds, and the Browns will not get another snap off. So the Rams are going to go on to win this one 24-13 over the Browns. A huge win for the Rams, who are now back to 500, and they have the defense to thank for this win. They played a great game, maybe their best game of the year so far. They shut down Nick Chubb, holding him under 3 yards per carry, and to just 34 yards in total on the ground. We had 2 interceptions. We had 8 sacks as a defense. This side of the ball played great. The defense, it was amazing. The offense, it was all right, a mixed bag. Rosen was efficient. He had 2 touchdown passes, but he didn't have a lot of yards, and he left a lot of points on the field. The ground game was really good. We did have 100 yards on the ground from Cam Akers, and that was actually his first 100-yard game since all the way back in week 2 against the 49ers. Remember, Cam Akers is on the last year of his rookie contract, so he's trying to help us out, but he's also trying to help himself out and trying to earn a contract extension or a big payday in his next contract. I think he's played okay for us, but he hasn't been amazing. He did have a good game today, though. Hopefully, he can build upon that and have a good rest of season. Josh Metellus ended up winning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He definitely earned that award. He had an interception, 4 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, 8 tackles in total. He had a great game. He's not going to be a starter for us because we do have Jordan Fuller and Jason Taylor II, but we will try to get Josh Metellus on the field in different ways. He can play some linebacker for us. He could also play some nickel cornerback. We'll get him on the field. How about Byron Young? We got to talk about him. He has had a very weird year. He does lead the team in sacks with 7 of them. He had 2 more in today's game, but the way that he gets the sacks is really fluky. He doesn't really win with any pass rush move. He doesn't really do anything special. He just kind of has the quarterback roll into him, and then he makes the tackle. I don't know if he's going to be able to keep that up, so it's kind of just fluky in my opinion, and I wanted to point that out. Let's move on and talk about some players I picked a couple of weeks ago for some focus scouting. James Blade, Zach Patton, and Sherrod Hazelwood. We already have some information back on them, so let's start talking about them. Zach Patton, he is a 6'1" defensive end out of BYU at 250 pounds. He's 22 years old, projected to go in the first round. The athleticism, it looks like it could be elite pretty much across the board. He's got a awareness, a finesse move, B play rec, B pursuit, that's all great, but the block shedding, hit power, impact block, stamina, and injury are not the best. Sherrod Hazelwood, he's an edge rusher out of Kansas State, also 22 years old, projected to go in the first round. He stands at 6'4" and 268 pounds. The physicals are not as impressive as Patton, but remember, he is being compared to other linebackers and not defensive ends. Hazelwood has great awareness, block shedding, finesse move, and power moves. These 2 guys are both projected to go right around the middle of the first round, and I'm not exactly sure what we want to do with our first round pick yet, but I do think we want to get an edge rusher at some point in the early rounds, and those 2 look pretty good. James Blade, he's a very interesting player, a 6'9" wide receiver who has great to elite jumping. Now, the first thought when you see a receiver of that size is, what's the run block? It's pretty good, so maybe he could convert to tight end, but if we did draft him, I would probably want to give him a chance at receiver. I mean, being a 6'9" wide receiver that's really good at going up and getting the ball, that's going to help out any quarterback. It would also just be fun to have a player like that on our team to see what he could do out there. We have a couple of upgrades, one for Bobby Brown III, we'll go power rusher, and he's going to end up getting 2 to his power moves. The only other upgrade we have is for Jordan Fuller, and we'll go hybrid in order to make him a scheme fit. He's going to end up getting 3 to his man coverage and 2 to his pursuit. We are currently sitting at 500 at 6-6 in second place in the NFC West, but we are hanging on to the last wildcard spot in the NFC. Our next opponent, the Baltimore Ravens, are hanging on to the last wildcard spot in the AFC and are also exactly at 500. So we'll see which one of these 2 teams in the next episode is going to go above 500 and which one will go below 500. Thanks for watching this one, and I will see you in the next one.